Imagine you're a real estate agent in a quiet neighborhood where every house costs around $300,000. It's stable, predictable. Then, one day, a tech billionaire builds a $30 million mega mansion at the end of the street. If a reporter asks you for the average house price now, what do you say? If you use the mean, you're in trouble. The mean is what we typically call the average. You add up all the values, every single house price, including that new mansion, and divide by the number of houses. Suddenly, the average price skyrockets to over $1 million. That number is mathematically correct, but it paints a false picture of the neighborhood. It's been completely skewed by one extreme outlier. The mean is democratic. It gives every single data point a vote, but that also makes it vulnerable. One loud voice can drown out all the others. This is where the median steps in.
To find the median, you line up all the house prices in order from lowest to highest, and you pick the one exactly in the middle. That $30 million mansion is now just one house at the far end of the line. It doesn't matter if it's 30 million or 300 million, its value doesn't pull the center. The median house price would still be around 300,000. It's resistant to outliers. That's why economists and HR departments often prefer the median when talking about income. It tells you the story of the person in the middle, not the one distorted by the billionaires at the top. But what if numbers aren't the point? What if you're managing inventory for a shoe store? Calculating the mean shoe size, say 9.37, is useless. You can't order a size 9.37. The median size might be a 9, which is helpful, but what you really need is the mode. The mode is simply the value that appears most often. It tells you that you sold more size 10s than any other size last month.
The mode is the crowd favorite, the most popular choice. It's the only measure of the three that works for categorical data. Things like favorite colors, most common car models, or the most frequent reason for customer complaints. You can't average blue and red, but you can find which one is the mode. So, when you're faced with data, you have three different tools, three different lenses to see the truth. The mean gives you the big picture summary, but it can be misled. The median gives you the grounded, typical experience, ignoring the noise at the edges. And the mode reveals what's most popular, the pulse of the crowd. These aren't just abstract classroom concepts. They're being pushed to their limits today, with researchers testing how they hold up in the massive, high-dimensional data sets that power artificial intelligence. They're trying to see if even in a world of overwhelming data, these fundamental tools can still find the true center. Ultimately, choosing between mean, median, and mode is about choosing which story you want to tell. The one that includes every single voice, the one that focuses on the person in the middle, or the one that follows the crowd. Each tells a different truth, and knowing which one to listen to is the key to seeing the world clearly.